Hi students, Logan Phillips here, Professor P. All right, we're going to be talking in this video about your exams. So we're inside Module 1, you're about to take your first exam, and a lot of students get very stressed out about these, they have test anxiety. So I want to go over them, what it's going to look like, how it's going to function, and why we do it this way. So your exams have a few rules about them I want to say up front that you need to know about. First, that they are a proctored exam. That does not mean you have to come into campus, use one of our computers, go into the testing study labs. It just means that any exam you take, you must take with a camera that is recording you. Now, personally, I don't like this. I don't want to record you on camera, but the software doesn't allow me to do it any other way that the TCC is making us utilize. So you will not be able to start the exam without a camera seeing your face while you start the exam. So that's what it means by proctored. You will also be restricted from opening up other tabs, opening up other screens, doing those types of things from the software itself. It does restrict your movement to just the exam. The exam is a single attempt, so this is somewhat of a high-stakes exam, but they're low point value, and there's 8 of them. So there's 8 modules. Every module exam covers just that module. It's not comprehensive of every previous module exam. The majority of the exam is multiple choice. You have unlimited time to take it, but you are required to get in there and accomplish it in a singular attempt. Now, please keep in mind there is no late work accepted, so once the deadline hits, the exam does close and you won't have access to it, and that they are proctored, so you must have a webcam to even start the exam. Now, with that said, I will look at the proctored piece. I will see that your face is the face that matches your discussion board or your student identification that's there. Make sure it's you taking the exam, not somebody else. And then I'm not going to stare at your face in your room and whatever else is behind you while you're taking this exam for 1, 2, 3 hours, whatever you're going to be doing, however long it takes you. 1, because I don't want to waste that much time, and 2, it's very intrusive, and 3, that just gives me the heebie-jeebies and I don't want to do it. So for these exams, they're going to consist of a big combination of multiple choice and short answer questions. They're going to be covering the material presented in both the lectures, the readings, the assignments in the module, basically everything that happened before. So the capstone or the case studies, not the capstone, those type of things. Now, they're going to play a significant role in assessing what you have learned from the beginning to the end of the module. If you remember correctly, we took a pre-quiz. That pre-quiz questions were directly from the post module exam. So you got a nice little sampling of what kind of questions and how it's going to format when you took this exam. So if you studied and you read and you looked at the materials, you should do perfectly fine on these exams. It's not going to be a high stress environment. I'm going to encourage you to view the exams as a very valuable opportunity to really solidify your understanding of the material and use them as a self-assessment tool to identify areas of strength and areas that you may require a little bit further study on. Because in this class, every module does build upon the previous module. So we are a scaffolding class. The things I taught you in Module 1 aren't necessarily tested over in Module 2, but the base foundational knowledge, vocabulary, basic ideas you will need when you go into Module 2. So make sure you go in and take the test, look what you failed on, and if you failed something, go back and study it a little bit, relook at it, at least put eyes back on what you might be missing. Now, some preparation tips, just review all your lecture notes, any notes you took during the things, go back over your readings, see what those key pieces are. Remembering that those readings were, a sort of grind out, root memorization. They'll build your foundation. If you did the ebook and you made it through that ebook and you did well, you're going to do extremely well on the exam. And then practice with your review questions or study guides that are available. The textbook or the ebook has lots of prep material in it. It even has end of chapter material you can access. Most of the questions are similar vein as what you see in the end of chapter materials from those modules. And in every module, I've given you what chapters that we covered inside the module on the textbook screen in the LMS, the Blackboard website. So you can take a gander back at those ebooks, check out the end chapter materials, study that, review it, and then go into your exams knowing pretty much everything that you're going to be seeing in there. All right, I want you to wish you best of luck. Prepare for the exams. If you have any confidence issues or you have any problems with them or technical issues, let me know. Remember that we do not extend deadlines. Once the deadline hits, it is over. So Friday at 5 p.m. of the module due date, that is when these exams come due. And of course, that's for every module that have due dates on their pacing schedule. Guys, I'm here for you. Don't fret about these too much. We have these as lower point values and more of them. not to make you pass or fail the class, but to see where your knowledge gaining is and where you're failing, so we can strengthen what you know and so you can grow and prosper going forward. So jump in, take them, do well. Don't forget the camera. Don't forget your due dates. Need me, let me know. Bye, guys.